Let me take this opportunity to also join my colleagues in congratulating our president. Mr. Speaker, I've been in this House for quite some time now, and I must say that this is one of the best State of Nation addresses that I have ever sat to listen ever since I joined this House. Why do I say that, Mr. Speaker? The reason why I say that, Honorable Speaker, is one, the State of the Nation's address by the President touched on almost every sector of this country. If you look at health, the President touched on something on the health sector. If you look at our road infrastructure, there was something in it. Most importantly, for the people of Kajiado County, we are happy, Honorable Speaker, to hear that Athi River Namanga Road will be dual carriage. What does this mean to the people of Kajiado? Honorable Speaker, in simple terms, it means that I can commute from Nairobi to Kajiado. I can live in my rural village and work in Nairobi. It means, Honorable Speaker, that the people who are doing business and are stuck in jam for hours can easily move and do their business. Honorable Speaker, the speech by the President also inspired the right-thinking Kenyans. It gave hope to many people. And I'm saying right-thinking Kenyans, Honorable Speaker, because in this country now, unfortunately, we are forming a culture of criticizing everything, not even understanding what you're criticizing. Just because it is the President who has said something, you want to bring out the negativity without even understanding what has been said. But I want to say the right-thinking Kenyans have been motivated because the potential of this country was clearly brought out by this speech. The potential of this country, we are able to grow our own food, we are able to feed our population. Facts were brought out, very scary facts on food security, that the entire country has been fed for a very long time by only 15% of the landmass of this country. Very scary, Mr. Speaker. Very scary because our population is increasing every day. We are giving birth. And yet, as a country, we have never thought about where our food is coming from. Someone somewhere is sitting pretty in this country and be comfortable to buy onions, buy tomatoes, buy everything and not thinking of where they're coming from. But the President triggered a conversation to tell Kenyans that it is not right that we have depended for so long. We have been dependent on only 15% of the landmass of this country to feed 85% of the landmass. The potential of this country is not only in the 15% of the landmass in this country. The potential of this country is also in the more than 70% of the arid areas in this country. And what did the President say about the arid areas of this country? He has brought out the potential that these areas can have to feed this country. In terms of water, the President is on record saying that we don't need rains to grow food. And many people have gone on social media not understanding that this is a possibility. They have gone to criticize the President's speech. And today, as I stand here before this House, Honorable Speaker, I want to be a testimony. I want to tell you that in Kajiado, right now, there are no rains, but I am growing fodder.
Honorable Memusi, an additional 4 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to stand here and say I'm a testimony that in Kajiado, as much as it is dry, it has not rained, but Some of us are irrigating fodder that is feeding animals. The migration of animals that we continuously see among the pastoralist community is something that can be ended.
Point of order.
What is out of order, Honorable Speaker? Please protect me from.
Give you a moment to.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, the honorable member is misleading the House and Kenyans that you can grow food without rain. And again, he goes further to say that the water they have reserved in the reservoirs. That means that water came from rain. So you need rain to have water in dams in order to irrigate. So you can't mislead Kenyans.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And it's good.
The honorable member means that you can have a non-rain-fed agriculture, which means either using dams or using underground water, subsurface water, both.
It's good that the
But
Honorable.
it's fair enough. He's happy with that.
It's good that the Honorable Wanjala has raised that issue, so that I get an opportunity to educate not just him, but many other ignorant Kenyans on this fact. Honorable Speaker, countries like Israel receive less than 150 millimeters of rain.
But that is rain.
To grow crops, Honorable Speaker, you need a minimum of at least a month of rain.
Yes.
A month of rain to grow crops. That is rain-fed agriculture. But when you're doing irrigation, when you conserve your water, when it rains or when you have boreholes and you have conserved your water, even one rainfall can help germinate your crop, and you can continuously irrigate throughout with no rains, but with the water that you have preserved. So Honorable Wanjala, you know, when certain things are said, we say them from experience. I have just stated a fact that right now in Kajiado, we did not receive much rains. But I have dams that are full, and I'm irrigating fodder when there is no rain. So it is possible for Kenya to be fed from these arid and semi-arid areas, as opposed to us depending. Please, Honorable Wanjala, allow me to finish my
allow the
statement.
honorable.
You will come and also state your facts.
You don't allow people to mislead.
What is your point of order now again?
Mr. Speaker, I'm very clear.
Yes.
It's not that we cannot grow crops without the really raining, but we irrigate. But I'm saying that for you to get that water for irrigation, you must get it from rain. No, where do you know from?
Order. Proceed, Memusi, proceed.
You know, Honorable Speaker, it is very sad for a leader in the stature of my chair to be live on national TV and reveal his ignorance. There are people who are doing irrigation from boreholes, yeah, that do not need rainfall. So it is possible. Honorable Wanjala, please wait for your time so that you can.
Honorable Wanjala,
so
the chair notes that because the chair is from an arid area, that you can extract water from underground. You can also extract water. Order.
Yes.
There is desalinated water also from the sea that can be used for agriculture and for drinking.
Exactly.
Proceed.
Exactly. There are countries like Egypt that sit on the Nile.
Yes.
You know, and they are fully dependent on the River Nile. Yes. So there are many ways to grow food, and the mindset of Kenyans has been, you cannot have food when it is not raining. That is the mindset that we are trying. And you can see it is very difficult because people who are exposed as Honorable Wanjala are still very ignorant of the fact that it is possible to grow food without rainfall. But moving on to another point, Honorable Speaker, the most ignored sector of this country has been the education sector. Ignored in all ways, ignored in infrastructure, ignored in staff support. In the arid areas, for example, Kajiado, where I come from, Honorable Speaker, you would find a whole school of a population. Give the Honorable Memusi an additional 4 minutes. He is talking to the heart of the nation and the chair for this matter. Proceed. Thank you, Honorable
Proceed.
Speaker. I know you can relate with these issues.
I come from a pastoral area. Yes.
You would find a school in a place like Kajiado with a population of not less than 200 students, with only one employed TSC teacher, only one, and that's a head teacher. He is the one responsible for teaching more than 6, 7 streams. How does one do that? So we have compromised for a very long time on the quality of our education. You find a child in these areas who have finished primary, has joined secondary school, and has finished Form 4, but cannot eloquently express themselves. Why? They've never gotten an opportunity to be taught. But this government, Honorable Speaker, has employed so far more than 70,000 teachers. This is an area that has been ignored in terms of staffing. It has also been ignored in terms of infrastructure. For very long, we've always been dependent on NGCDF. And I want to take this opportunity to tell members, if there is a fund in this country that has changed the landscape of Kenya, it is NGCDF. And for that, we must not allow anybody to touch that fund. And I want to appeal also to the president, because the president is keen to changing this country. He is the only president that I have seen talking a different conversation about Kenya, talking about the potential that this country has. I want to appeal to him to protect NGCDF, because that is the fund that belongs to the people. And if it is touched by whatever means, if it is legal issues, they will blame this regime for losing NGCDF. So, Honorable Speaker, this speech or the State of the Nation address so many areas that are important to Kenyans. And my only concern right now, I'm thinking, what is the succession plan of this country after President William Samoei Ruto with the good plans, because he will do his 2 terms comfortably? Who else will come and think about health? Who else will come and think about housing? Who else? I think, Honorable Speaker, we need to start thinking about the succession of this country after William Samoei Ruto. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
The Honorable Manduku, Wanjala is Manduku, followed by Manjala. Order. Order, Honorable Wanjala. And then followed by the Honorable Tonui from Korisoi, and then progressively we continue like that. Honorable Manduku, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think we should forgive Honorable Wanjala because he comes from a flood-prone area and he may not understand the issues of arid and semi-arid. Mr. Speaker, let me start by giving my condolences to the family of the late Raila Odinga and the larger Jaramogi family for the loss of Madam Beryl. We pray that God puts or rests her soul in eternal peace. Mr. Speaker, listening to the President's speech, I remembered a similar speech given by the late President Mwai Kibaki on the realization of the Vision 2030. And I could correlate many aspirations in that speech in which we endeavor or aspire to be a middle-level country by the year 2030 with a double-digit growth, if sustained